1 minute. I have problems with the volume. Let me see. Every time you update these things, let me see if we're gonna get this thing done now. Bluetooth, Beats, okay, built in. A lot of stuff get inside of this thing, Let me see. Hey, Mark. Lens iPhone, iMac microphone. Let's see if Ricky, could you hear me?
Yes, Bishop.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Rising back.
Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. A kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoot? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease?
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. And so you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease?
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
Protandim NRF2 is protected by 7 U.S. patents. Major universities and government agencies initiated and continue self-funded studies following the ABC Primetime investigative report you just viewed that originally aired back in 2005. These studies continue to reveal more scientific evidence about Protandim NRF2's unique benefits and to evaluate how this anti-aging breakthrough can prevent and improve many of the problems associated with aging. The next video will bring you up to date on what happened next.
Major universities and government agencies initiated and continue self-funded studies following the ABC Primetime investigative report you just viewed that originally aired in 2005. These studies continue to reveal more scientific evidence about Protandim's unique benefits. They are published in major scientific and medical journals. The next video will bring you up to date.
Developed after 40 years of research and exclusively for LifeVantage, Protandim is a true scientific breakthrough in anti-aging. Protandim has been reported on ABC, NBC, and PBS, featured in the Wall Street Journal, and described in CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta's book, Chasing Life: The Quest for Immortality. Protandim's creator, Dr. Joe McCord, is a world-renowned scientist and a pioneer in free radical biology. Dr. McCord is the discoverer of the key anti-aging enzyme superoxide dismutase. His role in the discovery is so significant, the enzyme is measured in McCord units. For Dr. McCord's discovery of superoxide dismutase and his contributions in free radical biology, he was awarded the Elliott Cresson Medal. This medal is awarded to distinguished inventors and scientists, putting Dr. McCord in the same company as Pierre and Marie Curie, Alexander Graham Bell, Orville Wright, and Henry Ford. Dr. Joe McCord has devoted his life's work to the study of free radicals, their role in aging, and the many problems associated with aging. Consumers spend billions every year on antioxidants in the form of food and supplements, hoping to reduce these free radicals. But antioxidants from these sources can only eliminate one free radical for every one antioxidant molecule you consume. Protandim is scientifically proven to slow cellular damage caused by free radicals. Taking one Protandim 1 time per day for 30 days turns on these anti-aging enzymes in your body. Your own enzymes eliminate free radicals at a rate of 1 million to 1.
I think any other supplements that are designed to be antioxidant supplements probably are no longer needed because Protandim solves that problem in a much more effective way.
Protandim is a breakthrough poised to revolutionize the anti-aging industry. It is an entirely new and scientifically validated way to fight aging, reducing your oxidative stress levels to that of a 20-year-old after just 30 days.
We found, as many other scientists had documented, that there is a progressive increase in T-bars in your blood the older you get. When these same people took Protandim for 30 days, the age-dependent increase in lipid peroxidation was completely eliminated. After Protandim, we could no longer distinguish the 80-year-old from the 20-year-old.
Protandim is protected by 3 U.S. patents. Universities around the world continue to initiate and fund their own studies of Protandim and to evaluate how this anti-aging breakthrough can prevent and improve many of the hundreds of problems associated with aging.
Many academic scientists at a number of universities have begun studying Protandim because it represents a new tool. It represents a way of reducing oxidative stress that wasn't available before. There simply was not a good way of doing what Protandim does. Protandim interacts with the DNA in your cells and causes the cells to make more of a set of genes called survival genes. The ingredients in Protandim were actually selected because they're largely metabolized by the liver, which does not interfere with most prescription drugs, which are generally metabolized by the kidneys. So the general answer to that is yes, it is safe. The immediate benefits of Protandim are within several days, the biochemical markers of oxidative stress begin to decrease. And while these are immediate improvements, you may not sense that these things are happening, just as you can't sense what your cholesterol level is, if it's high or low. But nonetheless, these benefits start happening within days of taking Protandim. The advantages to taking Protandim in the long term are that it protects your body from the relentless progression of free radical damage as we age. The anti-aging aspect of Protandim is one that accumulates over time. So the longer you take it, the more protection you will sustain. Missing a dose of Protandim is not a big problem. It takes about 2 weeks for the effects to go away. So if you miss it for 2 weeks, you're pretty much back to where you started from.
Okay, I unmuted. Adana, you could go ahead, please.
Okay, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. This information about herbs, fruits, antioxidants, and other products is for general health information only. This presentation is not to be used as a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment of any health condition or problem. You should not rely on information provided in this statement for your own health problems. Any questions regarding your own health should be addressed to your own physician or other healthcare provider. Alkaline Pastor John makes neither warranty nor express or implied representations whatsoever regarding the accuracy, completeness, timeliness, comparative or controversial nature, or usefulness of any information contained or referenced by these statements. Alkaline Pastor John does not assume any risk whatsoever for the person listening to this information contained herein. Health-related information changes frequently, and therefore information contained in these statements may be outdated, incomplete, or incorrect. Statements made about products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. Use of these statements does not create an express or implied physician-patient relationship. You are hereby advised to consult with a physician or other professional healthcare provider prior to making any decisions or undertaking any actions or not undertaking any actions related to any healthcare problem or issue you might have at any time now or in the future. You agree that neither Alkaline Pastor John nor any other party is or will be liable or otherwise responsible for any decision made or any action taken or any action not taken due to your use of any information presented. You also agree that neither Alkaline Pastor John nor any other party are not medical doctors, and we don't want to practice medicine. We just want to teach you how to live healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Adana. Thank you for everyone, and good morning to one and all. Welcome to our morning symposium. Changes will be made pretty soon. I just got a video with the compensation plan, so maybe it might be switched some days to the video with the compensation plan from the corporate office on YouTube. So that could be also played on mornings. I'm just giving you the heads up. It should start tomorrow. And the reason for this, what I'm saying to you, Tom Hopkins, back in 1986 boot camp, I learned to touch it once. The minute it enters your brain to do it, just do it. Anytime procrastination is the enemy of defeat. Procrastination is the mother of all defeats. If you want to lose, you start procrastinating immediately and you will see what happens. Tomorrow I'm going to do it. Tomorrow. And some of us, Mama Guy, God, tomorrow, please God. Tomorrow, please God. Tomorrow, please God. Tomorrow, please God. Like if God wants to hear your nonsense. Because you're using it conveniently. However, I listened to a gentleman I think his name is Tyler. Yes, I think I get the name correct. And if I didn't get it correct, I eventually will get it correct. But he was off the chain in terms of his point of view of what is being done in the industry. And the time he took off to take care of personal issues to the money he was still making and how he built. I want to believe he's the richest person or the highest income. I thought the lady making $339,000 a month. Nobody never gave me the lady name. I keep saying the lady in the white dress. That's all I can remember with her. But nobody never come and sit and say, oh, her name is such and such. But I was told that her income is $339,000 a month. And this guy, what I heard last time for the first time on Live Vantage Call, he is off the wall. That's the best presentation I've heard since I was Live Vantage. That's what I was hoping to see when I came over to Live Vantage, and I began to worry I'm not seeing it. I want to attend to these meetings with these millionaires. I want to listen to them and how serious he was, and he didn't like mixing it. When you're doing public speaking, if it's so bad, you gotta be so careful, because if you cough or sneeze in front of someone, oh, he's sick, and he talk about health and wellness, he's sick. And it showed off people. That's the problem when you stand in front of people, you have to be perfect. However, the next statement I'm going to make, just bear with me today, because this statement is not going to be made over and over. It's on Wall Street Journal this morning, or the last couple of days. There's a town hall meeting. You should have gotten that in your email, taking place this coming Monday. There was a meeting yesterday with the executive consultant and above. It's well told. Some people texting me, have you heard of this? everyone drawing their own conclusion. Well, let me say this to you. We are told and we are given notice that Mr. Steve Fife, I think Sir is the one who let everyone know it's not 5, but it's Fife, has retired from LifeVantage, but choose to stay on until April when a replacement is there for a smooth transition. And all the explanation he will explain for yourself. I'm not going to repeat the stuff he said yesterday in the meeting, but whatever he says, he's moving on from one CEO to the other. It's a publicly traded company. It have no private owners. If you have a private owner, regardless if sales are up or sales are down, the owner still stay and run the business and maybe hype and tell you this or whatever. Last year, this time we were talking about every single month. We were hearing Love Biome telling us that they had the best month ever and the best month ever. And April was the best month. And then May, the best month ever. And we saw we didn't have no P84 to sell. And the best month ever and the highest number we ever gotten and so on. That private owners can say to you, and you don't know if it's true or not, but in a public traded company, everything is public. So it's not no secret that, oh, keep it a secret and whatever. Second thing I have to say is that I listen to a lot of the presidential, executive presidential, and people who have been with the company for 10, 15 years and live with him. They are saddened by the news that he chose to retire, go home and start to live with his family or whatever he needed to do. However, they live with him, so they will miss him. We will miss him somewhat, but we don't know him. We just started. Many of you don't even know who Steve Fife is by name. So a new CEO to us may not even make much of a difference because we have not grown an attachment to him as much as the people in LifeVantage grow with a deep attachment to him. I have never spoken to him. When I get to Utah, we met cordially. And in Dallas, I think I came across and shook his hand at the convention when he was walking by or so. If not, I didn't even come in contact with him if I didn't shake his hand. So it's not like we have an everyday conversation like some of Tyler in the office, and when they change the compensation plan, they were told that the board of directors gave him permission to spend $6 million to change the compensation plan to what we have today. I have never heard of this thing. You're spending money to change to pay people. But this is what happened, and we met it. One of the things that Tyler said yesterday was stayed with me. Well, so many things stayed with me. Is that Brandon Cunningham and all the millionaires that work the business and work it. We just came, you get to executive and above, you started sharing their labor. You started partake. Sorry about that. You started partaking their labor and so on and so on and so on. Last but not least, your opinion of, because I gotta say, it's sharing all over. It's on Facebook. Steve Fife maybe retired on his own. They even asked the question, even the $1 million guy says, he called him, Tyler, and says, did you do this on your own or did they release you? Did they fire you? So nobody's trying to put no wool over anybody's eyes. But if you have the part where maybe he is not there and he's not living on his own and maybe the company do this to him or whatever, that you can keep those thoughts if you share it privately among yourself, that's your business. But this platform, when we open to speak, you will be cut off if you start to share more than what is shared on the meeting. This platform is not to enhance or to entertain beyond what is said, and let's take it for it. You have a right to think what you want to and share it in your private conversation, whoever you want to share it to, but on this platform, it's not a place to come and share negative thoughts. Not if that and many other stuff. Okay, so I think we're going. I shortened the presentation. I don't know if I shortened it enough because at the end I want to take about 10 minutes to do something about business. And I'm telling you, I did this one way for years, and where did it get people? All I seen and all the cries that I'm hearing from, even people who do belong to my team is crying out to me. You could hear the agony, you could hear the pain. No money. You can't, and then you realize you can't make love without money. You can't make love on a hungry belly. Johnny, you might turtle dove, but no money, no love. So you know money is important. No money, no love. Can't make love without money. Heart failure is the best understood as a faulty pump in a plumbing system where a weak heart, the pump, and this might be a new course I'm taking, that the topics, I will do my best to bring analogies so that if you come early enough and the presentation is too complicated, the analogy will give you a better understanding. Where a weak heart, the pump, cannot move blood efficiently, causing blood to back up in the lungs or body. This is similar. So now that I think I'm complete or almost finished with my studio, you will see a lot of videos on Facebook now, because now I can interact on Facebook with the background. It is similar to a car engine stalling or a donkey struggling to pull a heavy uphill load. The plumbing basement analogy, think of the heart as a sump pump in a basement. If the pump fails, water fluid accumulates in the basement, the lungs leading to pulmonary disease. As an example, the car engine analogy, the heart is the engine and the body is your car. A weak heart is a struggling, stalling engine that cannot keep the car moving efficiently. So when you have car troubles and every 2 miles, I remember those days, the first car I ever had, every 2 miles I have to come out and get to the carburetor and go underneath the car and take a hairpin and put this here and do that here and keep it going. Keep it going. That cannot keep the engine moving efficiently, leading to fatigue and fluid in the tank. It's called congestion. The donkey, load analogy. A diseased heart is like a donkey trying to pull an extremely heavy wagon uphill. Initially, it may manage, but eventually it collapses from exhaustion, which is known as heart failure due to high stress. The traffic jam analogy. Traffic blood, which is blood flowing through the city, which is the body. City represents the body. The traffic represents the blood. Gets backed up at the roundabouts, which is the heart, when it cannot move efficiently, causing congestion elsewhere. What can I use instead of roundabout? Because I put it roundabout because that's where I came from. In the Caribbean, everything is a roundabout, but I don't think in America we have roundabouts. Maybe the fork of the road or something, but I'll get something that you understand here. But if you miss this one, congestion, fluid backing up in the lungs or legs, similar to the clogged drain, weakness and fatigue, is the engine not getting enough fluid. or not enough gas, I should put gas, or the donkey being too tired to move, resulting in low energy for daily tasks. Compensation, the body is trying to make the donkey run faster, which eventually lead to more exhaustion. There's more analogy I could get into, but I sort of
Microorganisms that cause disease are called
direction with diabetes and every subject. I think Monday I will have diabetes, back to diabetes on Monday. So what is cardiovascular? The plumbing, this is the most frequent comparison used by doctors. The heart as a pump, like a central heating pump, it focuses fluids through the system. Arteries and veins as pipes. They carry the water, the blood throughout the building. Valves and faucet check valves. They ensure the fluid only flows in one direction and doesn't leak backwards. Blockage as a clogged pipes. Plug buildup in the arteries is like rust or lime scale narrowing a pipe diameter, making it harder for water to pass through. The housing analogy, the rooms, the 4 chambers are like the rooms of a 2-story house. The doors, the heart valves act as doors between rooms and slamming shut to prevent the backflow. Electrical wiring, the heart has its own electrical system like house wiring that tells the pump when to trigger a beat. The road and highway system, this focus on the distribution and transport of cargo. Highway, large arteries and major highways, while smaller capillaries are like narrow side streets. Cars, blood cells are the vehicle transporting essential goods like oxygen and nutrients. Traffic flow. Blood pressure is similar to the speed and volume of traffic moving through the network. Like you have a traffic jam, is like that's when you have a heart attack. Not a heart attack, high blood pressure. High blood pressure. The aorta, a water, as water, a tower. The main arteries of the body supplying oxygenated blood to the circulatory system. In human, it passes over the heart from the left ventricles and runs down the front of the backbone. The aorta acts as a pressure reservoir, maintaining flow even when the pump, which is the heart, is between beats. The arteries and lower facets, these control exactly how the blood goes to specific organs, just as you control water flow in the sink. Would you like to explore how specific cardiac condition like heart attack and arrhythmia are explained using any type of analogies? Many of us will
microorganisms that cause disease are called
us to understand what it is. Cardiovascular disease is a group of disease affecting your heart and your blood vessels. These diseases can affect one or many parts of your heart or the blood vessels. The activation phytopower pack may help support people who experience a narrowing of the blood vessel in the heart and other organs throughout the body. The activation Phyto Power Pack may help with heart and blood vessel and problems present at birth. It may help with heart valves that are not working right or irregular heartbeats. It may help with chest pain, which is known as angina, chest pressure, heaviness, or discomfort, sometimes described as a belt around the chest or weight on the chest itself. Shortness of breath, dizziness, or fainting. Symptoms of blockage in the blood vessel throughout the entire body. It may help with pain or cramps in your legs when you walk, or fatigue or exhaustion. It may help support people with leg sores that are not healing, cool or red skin on the legs, and swelling in your legs. It may help with numbness in your face or your limb. This may be on only one side of your body. The activation Phyto Power Pack may support people with difficulties with talking, seeing, and walking, arrhythmia, problems with electrical conduction system, which can lead to abnormal heart rhythms or heartbeats, valve disease, tightening or leaking in your heart valves, the structure that allows blood to flow from one chamber to another chamber, blood vessel, coronary artery disease, problem with your heart blood vessels, such as blockage. You see, heart failure, problem with heart pumping, relaxing, functioning, leading to fluid buildup and shortness of breath. Peripheral artery disease, issue with the blood vessel or arms, legs, abdominal organs, such as narrowing or blockage. Aortic, problems with the large blood vessels that directs blood from your heart to your brain and the rest of your body, such as dilation and aneurysm. Congenital heart disease, heart issues that you were born with, which can affect different parts of the heart. This what I'm discussing, cardiovascular disease and heart, falls right as one of the most major cardiovascular disease is your heart. Peripheral disease, problems with the lining of your heart, including pericarditis and pericardial infusion. The cerebrovascular disease, issue with the blood vessel that delivers blood to your brain, such as narrowing or blockage. Deep vein thrombosis, blockage in your vein vessels that bring blood back from your brain, your body, to your heart. As you saw in the flyer today, which I should have said at the beginning, live well and prosper well. So when you get to the set from now on, invite people for your opportunities, invite people for the product training, but it's both you should get in the morning, and on Thursday is dedicated to the breakthrough of financial freedom. The activation Phyto Power Pack may help with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It may help with chronic inflammatory or autoimmune condition and chronic kidney disease, endothelial dysfunction, excess reactive oxygen species reduce the bioavailability of nitric oxide, a critical molecule for maintaining vascular health, resulting in impaired vessel relaxation and high blood pressure. Heart failure and remodeling, elevated reactive oxygen species in the myocardium, damage cellular structures, disrupting calcium handling. Disrupting calcium handling and causing hypertrophic signaling, which leads to the structural change of the heart. Inflammation, oxidative stress trigger chronic low-grade inflammation and an independent risk factor for cardiovascular disease. So I am leaning towards analogy and going deeper into it. This is the first time I did it before, but I am more going that way. So you may see analogies speak on more in depth and explanation instead of, I don't know if it's boring or not, or you're tired of it, mitochondrial dysfunction, impaired metabolism, or energy production in heart cells increases free radicals, which is reactive oxygen species production. It may help reduce oxidative stress. Clinically shown to lower markers of oxidative stress, such as TBAS. The activation phytopower pack may help to activate the NAV2 pathway that triggers the body to produce its own antioxidant enzyme like catalyst and superoxide dismutase rather than supplying direct antioxidant. You see, the key factor of the entire body is really in restoring what was already given to us, to every human being. Every human being, if we were eating right, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the water in our bath, the pesticides and our fruits and vegetables, the chemicals we clean with, the preservatives and our processed food, our high sugar intake, the cookware we cook with, our lack of sleep. If we can overcome all these things, our cells have the ability to restore, meaning it's the antioxidant. The antioxidant enzyme in our ecosystem that facilitate healthy cells, that tells that detoxify the genes expression, and the genes is what tells the cells what to do. Therefore, we could all live healthy if we overcome these obstacles. The activation phytopower pack may help support cellular health. It helps to repair and rejuvenate cells, reducing damage from environmental stressors, boosts energy. Some formulation like NRF1 are designed to enhance mitochondrial function and energy levels. Each antioxidant molecules from dietary sources, like your own natural eating from the garden, or perhaps a dietary supplement that is on the market, eliminate just one free radicals for each antioxidant. That meaning that an orange have about 7. It means that when you eat an orange, it destroys 7 free radicals. An apple have 6. So every time you eat an apple, it destroys 6 free radicals, and so on and so on and so on. It's not possible to consume enough to lower oxidative stress, to neutralize 1 million free radicals. This is really an analogy or a guesstimate. I think the numbers is even worse than what is being told here, but it's just the author is trying to make a point. 400 oranges daily, 500 cups of broccoli daily, 210 cups of blueberry, 120 vitamin C tablets. So what if you didn't take how much apples instead of oranges, or how much this instead of this, or whatever? We're trying to show you that it's humanly impossible today to eat all these foods. Now, it is quite possible if you start to eat acai berry and goji berry, the numbers will be less. I mean, you say, well, why am I going so deep? You're teaching the people too much. Well, it's good to know these things are good information. So if you go to like mangosteen, of course it could be less because these are more powerful than the examples I'm showing you here. But the example that I'm presenting here is what is accessible to most people daily. Bananas, oranges, apples, and grapes, and all this sort of stuff. All right? Your body produces trillions of free radicals every day. It's not possible to fight the onslaught of cellular damage unless you consume thousands upon thousands of antioxidant-rich foods. Who in the world knows? So this simple stuff against 1 per tandem daily with a chart showing the reduction of oxidative stress. In fact, each molecule's superoxide dismutase, just one of the enzyme per tandem NRF2 activates, has the ability to neutralize 1 million free radicals per second in every cell of your body for the life cycle of the enzyme. Potandem NRF2 reduces oxidative stress in everyone by an average of 40% in 30 days. No other anti-aging or antioxidant supplement can come close to matching potandem power. Activating your cells to make 300 more glutathione will neutralize 1 million free radicals every second and every day. The activation synergizer phytopower pack may support people to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. May help people by significantly reducing cellular stress through NRF2 activation. It may help produce enzyme capable of neutralizing more than 1 million free radicals. It may support the body's natural ability to repair and rejuvenate its own cells. It helps the body detoxify genes and regulate its own survival genes. It has no artificial flavors, no GMOs, no artificial ingredients. It's all natural, no nasty ingredients, and it's gluten-free and prepared for all vegans. The job of the activation synergizer is to mop up free radicals, meaning that they neutralize the electrical charge and prevent free radicals from stealing electrons from other molecules.
Microorganisms that cause disease are called pathogens. When pathogens enter the body, white blood cells called phagocytes pass through the walls of the blood vessels and into the surrounding tissue. There they can ingest the pathogens and pathogens' toxins, absorbing and digesting them. Phagocytes can also destroy pathogens by releasing enzymes. Having absorbed a pathogen, the phagocytes may also send out chemical messages to call in other white blood cells.
This is the sad story of excess sugar in our lives. Sugar in a child's brain is called ADHD. Sugar in an adult's brain is called dementia and Alzheimer's. Sugar in your eyes is called glaucoma. Sugar in your teeth is called cavities. Sugar on your skin is called wrinkles. Sugar in your sleep is called insomnia. Sugar in your blood is called diabetes. Too much sugar in your system is called cancer. Sugar in your snacks and food is called a $1 billion industry. Increasing sugars in our society is high profits for pharmaceutical companies. Sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. It lays the foundation of your end game.
The content in this presentation is for educational purposes only. Although I try my level best to provide useful and accurate information, you are responsible to research and verify information before relying on it. You must not rely on information provided in this presentation as an alternative to medical advice from your doctor or other professional healthcare provider. If you have any specific questions about any medical matter, drug interaction, or you're suffering from a medical condition, you should consult your doctor or other professional healthcare provider. Medicinal use of LifeVantage dietary supplement have not been approved by the FDA. The LifeVantage dietary supplement should not be used in place of medication prescribed to you by your doctor. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to screen, diagnose, treat, care, or prevent any disease or condition or access risk of any disease or condition. Unless advised by your healthcare professional, biological age should not be used to determine or alter any age-related health or medical treatment based on chronological age. Individual results may vary. This timeline may differ from the typical user experience and is not intended to represent or guarantee that every user will achieve the same or similar results. In case you missed it, I make no medical claim. The human body heals itself and antioxidant provides the resources to accomplish the task. The human body is composed of between 50 and 70 trillion cells. Your body is designed with its own intrinsic capacity to repair, heal, and renew itself. Now, I left some time, maybe not enough, but it will be corrected tomorrow and every day, so I can do both within the time frame. But I'm willing to fail because I got to do it. It's a must. It's become so imperative. It has to be done. It's already been done by Dr. Tamia and others. I'm just playing catch up with it. I am just happy that the knowledge about my health, it's embedded inside of me, so I don't have to go and learn it. The health part is harder to learn than the compensation. You can always learn the compensation, and any mistake you make, it doesn't really hurt you. The main thing with compensation and making money, you have to work. You could have the head knowledge. You could study the compensation plan clearly, like what I saw last night with the gentleman speaking. And even if you did not know it, like I won a trip to Thailand and I have no clue to this day because I never pay attention. What did I do in order to win the trip? But because I keep producing, I am winning these prizes by default. But if you have the knowledge of the prizes or rewards, but don't work. So the main thing is the work ethics and the stamina to go through with it. The gentleman spoke last night. Is as rough as you can get, and I love every minute of it. First time I hear anybody speak like how we speak. I don't know if anybody have offense to it, but I love it. they should respect him because he's the richest person in the company that speak, and it's the first time I heard him speak, really. And he spoke about the micro franchise, which I'm trying to make ads on it to send out to recruit people. I like the franchise analogy, and I'm trying to put it together right now.
I never let people call me a single mom by my title. I'm Lisa Nichols, who happens to be a single mother. Don't define me by my circumstances. Define me by my intention. But my biggest accomplishment is being willing to give myself 1,000 second chances. And every time I got to 999, I pressed reset. I went to the same conference 42 times. And there I raised $532,000 in capital for my company to start my dream. And my dream was to transform teen lives. I got fired from 5 different jobs. I was broke and I was broken. Yeah. And then I got pregnant with my son unexpectedly. And then at 8 months, my son's father went to prison. I went to the ATM to get $20 out the bank because I didn't have any Pampers for him. And in order to get $20 out, you got that $20 in. I had $11.42. For 2 days, I had to wrap my son in a towel. And I have my hand on his stomach saying, "Don't you worry, Jaylani. Mommy will never be this broke again." And I looked at that baby at 8 months and I said, I want to transform your life because you didn't ask to come into this chaos. Come on. As an African-American male child in South Central Los Angeles with a single mother whose father's in prison, he had a 66% chance of going to prison himself. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. So if I have to be willing to drastically transform myself so that I can become the woman that I know I can be. I was bankrupt and trying to not ask anyone for help. I was bankrupt in everything that was holding me and keeping me where I was. I've always talked a good game, but I wasn't doing anything with my gift. And all that thing about potential, I was tired of having potential. I wanted to have my now. My grandmother said that conviction and comfort don't live in the same block. If you're going to be convicted about something, you might have to go through some discomfort. But if you want to stay comfortable, why don't you just relax where you are, because that's where you're going to stay. Right. And so are you willing to reinvent who you are? Are you willing to kill away the procrastination? Are you willing to kill away the excuses, the blame game? Yeah. I didn't ask permission. I gave notice. At some point, I have to stop asking, can I be great? Can I be brilliant? Can I be okay and still be accepted? I just stopped asking permission and just gave notice unapologetically, not in a braggadocious way, not in a way that shrunk anyone else, in a way that said, I only got one life, and I'm gonna ride this one till the wheels fall off. And it didn't come from, you know, a motivational experience. It didn't come from an inspiring teacher. It came from hitting rock bottom. And that was the beginning of me rescuing myself. I realized that I am my rescue. No one else is my rescue. I am my rescue.
I received this tape, this video from Marcel Joseph in Tobago in 2020. The explanation of sad story and sugar video that I play, I received that from Shauna Johnson. I have never received a constructive tape from a man yet in my whole entire life. Every single one come from a woman. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you that this is a sea change. I'm pressing the reset button. It got to be done differently. If we have to downsize the amount of people coming to the call and build it up with a different ideology, I am willing to tear it down. I'm willing to tear the house down and rebuild the house, because the house been lean on one side and it falling apart. So therefore, to take care of people's needs, we have to live well and thrive well. So the second segment of all the meetings will be similar to this. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I'm finding areas to do it. And if I get stuck, I always could fall on Dr. Tamia and ask her to help me do it, because she do a good work in presenting all those kind of stuff together in one. I don't even have the ability to know how to do it. Alkaline Pastor John Kennington will not make any guarantees about your ability to earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. The plans reward you for selling products and services to your customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual efforts will certainly vary depending on many factors such as commitment levels, individual efforts, and marketing skills. Any and all income projection should not be considered as guarantee or projection of your actual earnings or profit. Success with a company results only from active participation. Successful marketing efforts, which do require work, commitment, and diligence on your part. The power of threes. Three people, teach three people in your life, recruit three people who have the burning desires you are, and teach those three people to do the same and duplicate what you do, and the power of duplication. If you find those such a people, you will see three will eventually bring in 9 people with the same desire, and 9 people will certainly attract 27 people, and 27 people will attract 81 people, and 81 people will attract 243 people, and 243 people will attract 729 people, and 729 people will attract 2,187 people, giving you a total of 3,280 people in your organization. If this was to duplicate once every 11 days, you would have done this in 90 days. If this was to be done in once every 22 days, this duplication takes place, you will have this such number in 180 days, which is 6 months. And if it's done every 44 days, in 1 year time, this will be your organization. Naturally, if I keep increasing the number, it can be done in 5 years or 10 years. Don't care how long it takes to be done. Even slow or fast, it worth using this power of duplication. Today, we should design our own ideal lifestyle and discover how to live well and how to prosper well. The business opportunity. This is a sea change. I'm pressing the reset button. You don't wait until it goes down. You saw what happened yesterday, this company report on Wall Street for this quarter. You saw the numbers. To us, I still think the number is fantastic. But if you did 6,000 points last in December and in January, you do 5,900, 100 points short of your number you did the month before. It's called a failure. This is why people always ask me, when you're trying to congratulate me for my rank, and I want to know, why are you congratulating me for? Because I am still trying to accomplish my goal. They give me a trip to go to Mexico and to go to such and such or whatever. Other people accomplish the goal, but I don't think I am qualified. Trips to Thailand and all these places are for closers. So until I do my million, I know I'm qualified. Until then, I am still striving and willing to overcome the obstacles to get there. The person you have to argue with is yourself. Your standard and your goals and your why supposed to be with you. So the business opportunity, financial breakthrough movement will be discussed as regular as I possibly can. I listened to the guy last night, all he did was finances. He is even, a matter of fact, maybe he's an expert in it. He says, lead with it. Yeah, what I'm doing, oh my God, I feel so sorry for the people. You got cancer, and you got this and that. And when is, how much is the, every minute you call me. Up to this week, somebody called. What you have for this? And it's like you're setting me up. Instead of you telling me now, I want to speak to you, but I really have no money. What is the one item I could buy? And I just say, okay, buy the charge sanitizer. And it saved me a lot of energy. No. You discuss with me everything about what the person's sick with. I tell you everything you have to use. And then your mama guy me now when they come and they tell me what? Well, which one should I take because they don't have enough money and whatever? They used to sing a song back home. I went to a dance and I pulled down my pants. Archie. Look, it's like you're messing with, it's the cry of the day. People are broke. And if you are broke this morning, and anybody come on and say that they come for this and they hear the presentation of the health and wellness, they have the freedom to leave and ask the question to their distributor, the person who invite them, and they can tell them anything that they need to know. But if you cannot afford the products today, if you're 50 years old or 40 years old or 60, and you don't have $500, if $50 is saying, when I get paid, I'll pay $50 to buy my own franchise, you need this like yesterday. You need a way out like yesterday. But no, instead, what people do, our folks in church, every minute you talk to them, they want something borrowed. I want to borrow some money. Could you lend me some money? Or somebody come along and tell you they have some type of coin business or financial stuff, you can get rich fast. You're ready to do it because it sounds good. In other words, people are underwater. Last month, the job reports are not good. The economy doesn't look good because Amazon just lay off 16,000 people. 1/3 of the staff in Washington Post just get laid off. It's a crisis taking place. And network marketing is the greatest opportunity, life vantage for anyone in order to achieve that financial breakthrough. So do you have what it takes to earn $90,000 in 90 days or $1,000 in 90 days? What started it? What brought you here to this business? What if, I keep hearing that in Dallas over and over, that drove me to get these slides and say, what if? They said it in Dallas. What if? What if you didn't hate your job? What if you didn't have to worry about how to pay your bills? What if you could live life healthier, happier, and longer lives? What if that could be possible? What if you can live life on your own terms? What if you have a financial breakthrough and you could design yourself to earn more, to travel more? Yes, we have all these trips. What if you could travel more and you could save more? Remember, it's not the dollar you make, it's the penny you save. What if you could experience more? What if, my friends, imagine, what if you can imagine financial freedom? What it means to you? For me, financial freedom is going to the store or see any item. And it's not that I want the item and I cannot afford it. It's that I can afford to buy the item, but I just don't want it. That's a big difference. You can afford the item you need that is there in front of you, but you're passing it. But the reverse is, I need it, but I cannot afford it. I need a Protandim, I cannot afford it. Oh, what about poor people? What about this one who can't afford much? And everybody expecting you to be the mayor. So donate it for them. And it still doesn't work. I just sent a package because I met a nice lady in Kissimmee, Florida when I went there last year, the 31st of August, and I remember her sick with I think it's multiple myeloma, and I sent a package, and they received the package. You can't afford it, but receive it, and family turn it down. It happens all the time. What if you could imagine what personal freedom is? To really dig, I want that to sink in today. What if you can imagine what time freedom means to you, for your family, your kids, your grandkids. I heard Dr. Tamia said she has, I don't think it's 15 grandkids. I think it's 3 or 25. No, it's 3. I'm just making joke with you, Dr. Tamia. But what if you could spend the time with your grandkids? Because quite frankly, the grandkids are more, in many cases, are more better than the children. Children give you headaches. The grandkids are your love of your life. Give them the chance. Trust me. What if you could be part of something bigger than yourself? What if you could accomplish all of this with one single opportunity? As we go further, I will make time to play the compensation video, but I'm playing it, okay? But we want to get it because this is not running away. This is just the startup. You say, how come he's not so good? But I will get better and better every day. And I want you to start making presentation to your people so you can get better and better every day. This is not even my field of expertise, but I'm willing to do it. And I didn't discuss with nobody. You think I should? What if I don't do it good and everybody laugh at me? You could laugh, I don't care. Many people laugh at the current president right now, but he's still president and he has all the power in the world. He doesn't take it away from him. You watch it straight up in your face. You can laugh if you want to. You can earn money immediately and build a long-lasting results. This is emergency. So many people are suffering from bronchitis. And I can explain what bronchitis is. That phrase was coined many years ago. That your great-great-grandmama broke, your great-grandmama broke, your granny broke, your mommy broke, not your mother broke. If you use the word, if you call your mother, it means she's well off. But anytime you say mommy, your mom, all mommies are broke. Your mommy broke, you broke, and the kids are broke. You could conclude you're suffering from bronchitis. Yeah, that's why you need the opportunity. For the last 10 years or so, longevity breakthrough, 12 hallmarks of cellular aging. You seeing that cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative disease, diabetes, cancer, respiratory and lung disease, osteoporosis, vision problem, and hearing loss has been plaguing mankind. You can begin to earn and join this movement. 100,000K, maybe I will name it differently. People are frustrated, financially unstable, lack of direction and purpose, lack of support, unfulfilled dreams and aspirations. People are literally have money stress. I can't afford it. I speak to people yesterday all day long. I'll call you back when I get paid the end of the month, next Friday. I'll call you tomorrow. Tomorrow, please, God, by 12 o'clock tomorrow. I had a lady said she was calling me yesterday, was by Wednesday. I spoke to her. Look, I'm going to call you before 12 o'clock on Wednesday and make the order. Then I get a text, we put in the money together. It's hard. All these people need the opportunity. And they will, all the people in my pipeline going to get a text. The opportunity. Money stress. Money worries. Everywhere you go is money worries. Over and over and over again. And everybody's scared. Oh, you don't want to tell them, but then you find out, wait a second. They're in some type of money called what? Travelers and big truck and car this and car that, and they're losing all their money. Somebody taking it, dealing with financial stress over and over again, stressed out by money. It's 80% of your problem have to do with money. It's an issue. No organization could run without money. The services that we go to and all the church we go to, it's not a money thing, but there's offering time. It's worship time. Even God is telling you to bring money into the storehouse. He didn't leave you alone. Oh, he's a smart man. I bless you and you go out and make money. You got to bring back some. So we need to change, to have big dreams, a plan, finding people who have a desire to do big things. 100 leaders I'm looking for. Team complete. Agent of change. who have a burning desire to make 10,000 plus a month, 100,000 plus a year. And this is just the beginning. They're saying right now the average person in America needs to make $450,000 a year to be comfortable. So making 100, oh my God, 100, it just began. What does the 100,000K movement mean? It's a call to an opportunity to reach bigger goals, an opportunity to impact the lives of many people. Looking for a new breed of consultant who sees success as a duty, big and brave action. People who believe in entrepreneurship as a vehicle of transformation. Before, after is something we look at. Look, what is your why? You determine your why. If you and 10 people get together and do 5 each, see your number. If you and 50 people get together and do 500 points each, you will see what that number will be. But what about if each person do 2,000 points? And you and 50 people is 100,000 points. You and 10 people is 20,000 points. And that's MC1, MC2. But each month, you gradually start your system. In March, you and your group, your 5 people, or your 10 people, or 20 people. And May, in June, you and your 5 people doing 2,000 apiece. 5 and 6, that's 12,000. 3,000 apiece. 15, 18,000 points. And you could do the math, the 10, all the examples I'm giving you. I wish I could give you more. So as I do this last segment and bring this home, how much will you pay for a glimpse of the future is the question you need to ask. Everybody, if only I could get a chance. If only somebody give me a break. If only I get some money borrowed. If only I get a chance. And when you get it, you don't do nothing. More importantly, if you saw the future, will you take advantage of it? You saw Life Vantage. Are you willing to take advantage of Life Vantage? I told Dr. Tamia last night we speak and I said, listen, all I know I have to concentrate and do this thing. This is the greatest opportunity I've ever seen placed before us. Look how God is good. The CEO changing, we don't know the unknown. This unknown CEO will come to Life Vantage, and perhaps if Love Biome had gone to them, you don't even know if you will even get a meeting because it's 2 different persons. So God had it to be. He stayed there long enough. He says it was long in the makings. He should have done it a year ago. If he had done it a year ago, we will not maybe have the opportunity in Life Vantage. That's great. So now we have to appreciate it. Will it be another missed opportunity? The stock you should have sold, the land you could have brought, the opportunity you could have taken, but you didn't. How many more opportunities will fall into your lap? Life Vantage may be your last chance. Therefore, I want you to pay attention. Sam Walton didn't start Walmart until he was 44. And by 61 years back then, he was the richest man in the world. What is your excuse? You cannot say you didn't know. When your children and grandchildren ask about the great prosperity in the early 21st century, which we are right now, what will you tell them? Will you be explaining that you position yourself with Life Vantage, the activation company, and benefit from this great opportunity? Will you justify how you missed it? That somebody didn't do, the CEO resign or retire, and this one, and Kelly do me this, and Pastor John do this, and this one do that, and all kind of stuff. And that's the reason why you hurt your family and you hurt yourself. The statistics are real. The trend are real and the timing is real. How many more opportunities will fall into your lap? Whatever you do, don't miss this one. These are the numbers that you already have. I'm not going to go through them. One after the other is being placed over and over with the interest of time, but this will be done as often as you can. I know some people might say, what about the compensation plan? Is the I want every single person so far who I have recruited. Let me see, everybody's included, Sister Pat, Sai, and everyone didn't ask about a compensation plan. And the ones that ask for compensation and they send it, and they send the video, and they send everything, them is the ones still never even get involved. So the explanation of the compensation plan is extremely good. I could refer you to I'll play the video. I have a video to play maybe next time. And I refer you to Dr. Tamia's meeting as she continued to break it down for those who wish to know details. But this is the greatest opportunity right now for anyone that is broke and is struggling. And if you're here already, don't walk away. Press the reset button and you will see great things that will happen. God bless you, Sister Ivy. Please release me.
Have mercy, Pastor John. You must release you. Happy Friday morning, everyone. Happy Friday morning to our first-time guests, returning guests. Happy Friday. Consultants, we could not have done this without you. So all our consultants, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world.
Oh, I didn't realize I didn't show myself. Wow.
Dr. Tamia is on, but she's not able to speak. She's on listening mode this morning. So
yeah, I didn't know I did not show myself. Wow.
Yeah. I say this morning, it's a very interesting morning. So I'm gonna just say for the guests who have a question, now is the time for you to say or raise your Zoom and we'll acknowledge you. You can ask your question. Consultants, by now we know the rules of our Zoom. We know what to say, what to do. There's nothing in the chat. Okay, iPhone say blessing everyone and thank you, Pastor John. Awesome. All right. Anyone else? Any question? We are at 9:21 already. Any question? No question. Pastor John, you're getting gooder and gooder every morning. So let me see. This iPhone says, a blessed morning, Ivy. Thank you, Pastor John, for all you do. I'm asking, what do you recommend for anyone that have a pacemaker but keep having fluid around the heart?
The Tri-Synergizer, the Phyto Power B, the sugar blocker, the P84, Daily Wellness, and Collagen.
All right. So let's hope that person here for fluid around the heart, Tri-Synergizer, P84, Collagen, Daily Wellness, and the Tri-Synergizer. All right. Any question? Now is the time for you to do so. What's your topic for tomorrow morning, Alkaline Pastor John?
Later on today.
Later on today?
Yes, I'll text it down.
All right. Okay, that person says she got it. Thank you. All right, so later on today, the topic will go out for tomorrow morning. I personally want to say, Pastor John, thank you for those numbers. It got me thinking now with those numbers. How many senior consultant, how many MC1, 2, 3, how many EC3, how many whatever to get to the next position. So thank you, sir. All right, let me see if any mic open. There's no mic open. There's no mic open. Yes, Galaxy A54G, 5G. Can you say your name, where you're calling from? Galaxy A54 5G, your phone is open. Maybe you're having problem with your internet. All right, there you go. All right. All right, so Pastor John, there is nothing here for you, sir. And George, go ahead.
Thank you for allowing me to speak this morning. I enjoyed the presentation. Do you have any recommendation for peripheral arterial disease where I've been retaining fluid? Right now, they got me on a water pill. They just started me on a water pill. But I'm trying to do something, that's an alternative because you have to keep getting your kidneys checked, make sure it's not being damaged by the medicine they want to give me. So, but go ahead. No diabetes. No.
So the daily wellness
Mhm.
will restore the immune system. The P4 will restore the gut microbiome. The tri-synergizer will activate. The collagen will restore the collagen in your body. And the phytopower B, the sugar blocker, will line the gut lining, will coat the gut lining so that the sugar will not continue to do damage to the system via food or via any item you get.
Okay. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, George.
Yeah.
So there's no more and. All right. iPhone.
Okay.
iPhone.
Yeah, morning. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name, iPhone?
My name is Beverly Dallows.
All right.
From Jamaica. Yes, my husband is diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he's on the P84 and the Potandem. But what we notice, his testicle is very swollen, and he have gone to different doctor. They cannot say why. The last one he went to the other day said it could be the prostate that causes swelling.
Infection.
And another said it could be infection. So anyhow, he's on the P84 and the pull tandem. I hope I call it right. Thank you.
What stage is it? Did you say it's prostate cancer?
Yes. Yes.
Stage?
He did from last year got this letter to go and do the bone scan. He just get the bone scan done. So the doctor said he cannot say what stage it is at. He have to read it first.
You done chemotherapy?
Not yet.
Did you do any surgery?
No, not yet.
Any radiation?
Not yet.
Use the collagen.
Mm-hmm.
The phytopower B.
Mm-hmm.
P84.
Mm-hmm.
Tandem tri-synergizer.
Okay.
Daily wellness.
Thanks much. Bless you.
All right. You're welcome. Tita says a customer has sting due to heart attack.
Customer
STINTS due to heart attack. Would the cause swelling of feet? What can help?
P84. Tri-synergizer. Collagen. Daily wellness and phytopower B.
Okay, awesome. All right, there you go, Tita, your ear. All right. She said thank you. All right, so I want to thank you all for being here this morning. We still have 116 persons on. Pastor John, Dr. T can't speak this morning, so take us home, sir.
Okay, so here we had another presentation. Going forward to everyone, even if he's a guest, we got to help you. I'm here to help you change your family situation from your body's illness You're not going to get to your destination with illness unless you increase your finances in your home so that you can afford to buy the stuff. The stuff does not come free. So those are two things. And if the opportunity for some reason is something that you decide is something that you don't want to do, just do enough that you make enough money to keep buying the product. So in essence, you'll be using the products for free. Theoretically, instead of coming out with the money out of your pocket, if you cannot afford, just become a franchise holder and sell enough to make enough money to supply you, your husband, and your children, if there is any, in the family, to make sure you stay healthy. That should be a goal for everyone, at least. God bless everyone. Have a great day today and a better one tomorrow.
Better one tomorrow. Bye for now.
Recording stopped.